Aiko's world shattered before her eyes. Her peaceful village, nestled amongst cherry blossoms, was engulfed in flames. Screams pierced the night, her heart pounded against her ribs, a frantic drum against the chaos. She saw them, monstrous figures wreathed in shadows, tearing through her home. Then a blinding light erupted from her core, throwing her back. It was warm, powerful, a beacon against the encroaching darkness. The light subsided, leaving Aiko trembling, forever changed. She was no ordinary village girl anymore. She was the last Lightbringer, and this was only the beginning. The once vibrant landscapes were now twisted, grotesque mockeries of their former selves. The Shadowlands were a testament to the encroaching darkness, a living nightmare. Aiko, Kenzo, and Maya, three young souls bound by tragedy, journeyed deeper into the corrupted lands. Each day tested their limits. Each night brought whispers of fear and doubt. They faced monstrous creatures, their eyes burning with malevolent hunger. They navigated treacherous paths, the air thick with despair. There were moments of laughter, shared stories under a sky devoid of stars. Moments of camaraderie forged in the crucible of survival. Aiko found strength in her companions, drawing on their resilience as she learned to control the light within. Their journey was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a beacon of hope against the consuming darkness. Riku was a warrior haunted by a past he couldn't outrun. His every step was a reminder of the battles he had fought, the lives he had taken, and the comrades he had lost. The weight of his memories was a constant burden, a shadow that loomed over him, no matter how far he traveled or how many battles he won. He lived in the shadows, his sword arm heavy with the weight of his actions. Each swing of his blade was a testament to his inner turmoil, a struggle between duty and regret. The darkness of his past clung to him, making it difficult to see any light in his future. His encounter with Aiko and her companions was like a sunrise in his world of perpetual twilight. They brought with them a glimmer of hope, a chance for something different, something better. Their presence was a stark contrast to the solitude he had known for so long. He saw their unwavering spirit, their determination to fight for a future they might not see. Their courage was infectious, and for the first time in a long while, Riku felt a spark of inspiration. He admired their resolve, their willingness to face insurmountable odds with a fierce determination. He saw Aiko's burgeoning power, the raw potential that pulsed within her. She was young, but her spirit was strong, and her determination was unyielding. Riku recognized in her the same fire that had once burned within him, a fire that had been nearly extinguished by the weight of his past. The decision to join them was not easy. It meant confronting his demons, embracing a past he'd tried so hard to forget. It meant opening himself up to the possibility of failure, of letting others down. But it also meant a chance for redemption, a chance to make amends for the wrongs he had done. But Aiko's cause became his cause. Her vision of a better future, her unwavering belief in the possibility of change, resonated deeply with him. He found himself drawn to her mission, to the hope she embodied. He saw in her the hope he had lost, the chance for redemption. She was a beacon of light in his dark world, a reminder that even the most burdened souls could find a path to salvation. Her strength gave him strength, her hope gave him hope. He would be their shield, their guide through the treacherous path ahead. He vowed to protect them, to use his skills and experience to ensure their safety. In doing so, he found a new purpose, a reason to keep fighting. For in protecting them, he was slowly beginning to heal himself. Each step he took with them, each battle they fought together, brought him closer to finding peace. The journey was long and fraught with danger, but for the first time in a long while, Riku felt a sense of hope. Aiko's powers were growing, but with each surge of light, there came flashes of memories, visions of a past that wasn't hers. These visions were vivid and haunting, as if they were imprinted on her very soul. She saw a woman with eyes like molten gold, eyes that seemed to pierce through the fabric of reality itself, wielding light with effortless grace. This woman moved with a fluidity and power that Aiko could only dream of. She heard whispers of a prophecy, ancient and foreboding, of a lineage entrusted with safeguarding the world from an ancient evil. This lineage was not just a family, but a sacred duty passed down through the ages. The visions culminated in a heart-wrenching scene, a scene that would forever be etched in her memory. The woman, her grandmother, struck down, her light extinguished by a figure cloaked in shadow. This shadowy figure was a harbinger of doom, a symbol of the darkness that threatened to engulf the world, her light extinguished by a figure cloaked in shadow. The revelation shook Aiko to her core, leaving her reeling from the weight of this newfound knowledge. The revelation shook Aiko to her core. She wasn't just fighting for survival. She was fighting to avenge her lineage, to honor the memory of those who came before her. She was fighting to avenge her lineage, to fulfill a destiny she was only beginning to understand. This destiny was not just a path she chose, but a calling that resonated deep within her. To fulfill a destiny she was only beginning to understand. The weight of the prophecy settled upon her. The weight of the prophecy settled upon her. A heavy mantle passed down through generations. This mantle was not just a burden, but a symbol of hope and resilience. A heavy mantle passed down through generations. She was the last Lightbringer. She was the last Lightbringer, the final beacon of hope in a world teetering on the brink of annihilation. Her journey was just beginning, and the fate of the world rested on her shoulders. The last hope in a world teetering on the brink of annihilation. Aiko knew that her path would be fraught with danger, but she was ready to embrace her destiny and fight for the light. Section 5. The Prophecy Unveiled. The air crackled with anticipation as they finally reached the hidden sanctuary of the Starlight Clan. The elders, weathered but wise, saw in Aiko the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy. They revealed the origins of the conflict, of the being known as Kurozai, who had plunged the world into darkness. They spoke of Aiko's lineage, the Lightbringers who for generations held the line against the encroaching shadows. The prophecy foretold of a final confrontation, a battle during a total eclipse, when the balance between light and darkness would be at its most precarious. Aiko, the last Lightbringer, was destined to face Kurozai, to banish him back into the abyss. But the prophecy also spoke of a terrible price, a sacrifice that would shatter the very foundations of the world. The day of the eclipse arrived like a shroud, casting a pall over the land. A sense of foreboding permeated the air, thick and suffocating. Aiko stood at the precipice of her destiny, her heart heavy with the weight of the world. She could feel the darkness gathering, a monstrous entity hungry for consumption. Beside her stood Riku, his face etched with worry, his hand resting reassuringly on her shoulder. Their journey had forged an unbreakable bond between them, a shared understanding born of hardship and sacrifice. He had become her confidant, her protector, his strength a counterpoint to the immense power that coursed through her veins. He would stand by her side, a silent promise etched in his gaze, until the very end. The battlefield was a maelstrom of light and shadow, a dance of desperation and defiance. Aiko, bathed in the celestial glow of her powers, fought with the fury of a cornered animal. Kurozai, a swirling vortex of darkness, matched her blow for blow. Their powers collided, shaking the very foundations of the world. Each strike from Aiko was a testament to her lineage, each parry a desperate gamble against oblivion. Riku, a whirlwind of steel and fury, cut through the enemy ranks, his every movement a testament to his skill and determination. He fought with the ferocity of a man possessed, his heart filled with a desperate hope. He would protect Aiko, even if it meant sacrificing his very soul, for in her survival rested the fate of the world. As the eclipse reached its zenith, Aiko found herself face to face with Kurozai. His darkness pressed against her light, a suffocating presence that threatened to consume her. But in that moment of despair, she saw a flicker of something unexpected. Pain, loneliness, an echo of the light he had once been. The prophecy had spoken of sacrifice, and Aiko realized it wasn't about death, but about redemption. She poured her light into him, not to destroy, but to heal. The battlefield fell silent as Kurozai convulsed, his darkness receding, replaced by a blinding light. As the eclipse waned, a figure stood before Aiko, a man with sad eyes and a weary smile. He was Kurozai, but also something else, something more. He was a being redeemed, freed from the darkness that had consumed him. With Kurozai's redemption, the world began to heal. The scars left by the Shadowlands started to fade, and the land, once barren and desolate, began to flourish once more. Rivers flowed with crystal-clear water, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. The Shadowlands retreated, replaced by vibrant life. Forests that had withered away were now lush and green, teeming with wildlife. Birds sang melodies of joy, and animals roamed freely, reclaiming their homes. The sky, once choked with darkness, shimmered with stars. Each night, the heavens were a canvas of twinkling lights, a testament to the world's rebirth. The constellations, long hidden, now guided travelers with their radiant glow. Aiko, standing amidst the ruins of the battlefield, felt the weight of her lineage lift, replaced by a profound sense of peace. The echoes of past battles faded, leaving behind a serene silence. She could feel the spirits of her ancestors smiling down upon her. The prophecy had been fulfilled, but not through destruction, but through compassion. Aiko's heart swelled with pride, knowing that it was love and understanding that had brought about this new era. The power of empathy had triumphed over the desire for vengeance. She had embraced her destiny not as a weapon of vengeance, but as a beacon of hope. Her journey had transformed her, and she now stood as a symbol of resilience and renewal. Her eyes sparkled with the promise of a brighter future. Beside her stood Riku, his face etched with relief and gratitude. The bond they shared had only grown stronger through their trials. Together, they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious. Their spirits intertwined forever. Their journey had been long, their trials immeasurable, but they had emerged from the darkness together, forever bound by their shared experience. Each step they had taken had forged an unbreakable connection, a testament to their unwavering resolve. As the sun rose on a new dawn, Aiko knew that this was not the end, but a beginning. The horizon glowed with the promise of new adventures and challenges. She felt a renewed sense of purpose, ready to face whatever lay ahead. The fight for balance was eternal, but so too was the light that resided within them all. This light, a beacon of hope and strength, would guide them through any darkness. Aiko and her companions were ready to protect this balance, knowing that their journey was far from over.